Live. We are live. Happy Wednesday, everybody. And then I get a message that T-Mobile's services there's outages. Hopefully this works. Nope, I'm frozen. There we go. There we go. I'll turn that generator off, but I'm going to wait till all the batteries charge up. See if it works that way. Happy hump day, Kathy. Oh, I keep freezing. They're saying that there's an outage. Can you hear me still? They're saying there's an outage that may affect my area. So hopefully not. Hopefully it's not affecting it too much. It is hot already. 85 degrees. Ugh. Do not like the heat. Why'd you move to Arizona? Because every other season's awesome. What do I do around here? Okay, there we go. I did nothing wrong. It's hot. Hello, Sunil. It is a beautiful place. And it's got every kind of landscape you can imagine, depending on what part of the state you're in. We just made us some shade yesterday, and then I got windy and kind of stretched it out. We'll figure it out. I'm trying to make shade. It's a shade cloth from the trailer to the. I kind of built this like fence or wall out of pallets. So hopefully we can get some more shade. We do have a little bit of shade, which I'm putting the only thing I'm growing is mint. And it's the sun's starting to get it. So I've got it under the shade cloth. Hopefully that mint grows pretty good. It's hard to grow in the heat like this. Yeah, now come back here and crowd the whole situation. Got into my garbage last night. What are you wagging your tail for? It's not something to be happy about. But she's a pushy one. Man, look how white my hair is getting. Dang, man. I'm frozen again. There we go. Yeah, there's definitely an outage because it's affecting my live stream. How's everybody been? It's been like a week since I've been on. Maybe even longer than that. We have a few windy days coming. Yeah, it's holding up. It just kind of stretched out a little bit, so we'll see. Need some shade outside. I'd like to go outside and do some live streams and cook outside because it gets hot in here when we're cooking in here. I'd love an outdoor kitchen. I'm sure Norma would too. What's up, Tina? Welcome in. Hope everybody's doing well. do not like running the generator this long. Because once they go, you don't have a generator anymore. I've already learned with what, 3 different ones now? Just took a dive and don't work anymore. Oh. We're doing pretty good. Hot. We're hot. But Denise sent me money to buy a pool. And I've just got to figure out how to keep it from growing algae in it. And water delivery. I'm not sure who to call for water delivery. There's one in Sholo, which is like an hour and 15 minutes away. And then there's one in Concho, which is like 35 minutes away. So maybe they can get to us. I'll have to see. And then we'll have a pool. Kind of want some shade for it too, though. That would be really nice out here in the winter or the summer. Not in the winter. I wouldn't jump in it unless we had like a hot tub, which would be nice. But that's another thing. It requires a lot of power. Hot tub would be nice to soak in at night. Go do the cold plunge in the winter and jump in the hot tub. I don't think I'm going to be doing any cold plunges, though. Sounds painful. Small copper pipe pieces. Yeah, we did that with our pennies. Unfortunately, the pennies are only copper coated, but they work in the chicken water. Yeah, I got high pressure wash it. It doesn't hurt the chickens, but it's kind of gross looking. Once that heat comes out, it just. You guys see the reflecting pool in Washington D.C.? It just happens with water when it gets hot. And then they tried to paint it to make it look blue, so all this blue paint's chipping off. It's a disaster. Yeah, we had a little bit of, what was it, yesterday? We had a little monsoon come through. Not really big, but it was, yeah. That's the only time we get wind in the summer is when like a monsoon comes through. But we're still getting wind right now, and it's summer, so I'm not looking forward to July and August. Oh. Even September, I think, is hot too. Until we get into October, it starts to cool down. But time does fly, so we'll get through it. High heat makes it slower. Like, is the day over? Is the sun going to set already? Wonder where Tina is. She's probably working. Not Tina Taylor, but Tina Oz. That's not working. Oh, you guys, I know everybody was getting the rain. I'm like, where's the rain over here? We need some. We had one really big storm. What was that? It lasted for like a day.
Mm-hmm. That was like a month or so ago.
That was like in April. And that flooded everything out, but it's good to have that. At the y'all part? No, I've been to Texas. My family lives in Texas. My stepdad and my sister will be having winds from Friday through Monday. Yeah. I hate the winds. I hate the winds and I hate the high heat. But you know, it could be worse. We could be down by Phoenix.
Yeah.
Turbo had an appointment. Now the mosquitoes are carrying us on. We don't get many mosquitoes. Every once in a while, we'll get like one rogue mosquito that bites you. But because it's so dry here, there's no mosquitoes. I'm sure the pond has. I know it has gnats. I wanted to put a fan on that or a fountain on that pond, like a solar powered one. That'd be cool, but the rancher might get pissed off about it. Mikey went swimming in it. I'm like, damn, came out all muddy. He had a little bit too much to drink. He's like, hey, can I have one of your cigarettes? I'm like, sure. He takes a drag and just starts puking. I'm like, damn, you take those nicotine patches, but I'm probably talking about this stuff you shouldn't be. Because, you know, got to protect them kids out there. They always want to protect the kids, but never do. But no, he takes those nicotine pouches, those Zins. He gave me one day. It was a 6. They rate him on like how much nicotine. I started like hiccuping and I couldn't handle it. Yeah, they must like your scent, you know. Some people get bit more than others. It's kind of weird, but I think it is that like pheromones or whatever. Yeah, we'll see how long that shade cloth lasts. It's just good to have shade outside because I want to be able to go outside and just chill out there. But it's too hot to just sit out there without some kind of shade. Good morning, Tina. There she is. We were just talking about you. All good. It was all good. Of course. I'm just saying that diabetics, they love the blood. I don't get bit much. I mean, I've had times where I got bit a bunch, but huh? No. What's a good solar power source? It's not too big or too expensive. Well, I've got my now. The whole Jackeries, all those things are really cool, and if I could afford one, I'd buy one. So I just bought 4 100 amp hour batteries. What do they call them? Lithium ion. And I've got those hooked up. I'm having a problem with balancing them. Like they all get charged at different times. I will suggest that the batteries, if you do buy batteries, get the ones that are self-balancing. They'll keep the charge balance. I'm not sure why I keep getting imbalanced. I'll charge them all up one at a time to 100%, and then they get out of balance. When they get out of balance, they slowly kind of die. So I would say if you can find somebody that sells used solar, I mean, I got my panels, they're 275 watts, 275 watts. They're the ones they put in the solar fields. They might be a little big for the van, but I think you get like a couple. I've got 2 solar panels, 275 watts, and then 4 batteries, and it doesn't take up a lot of room. And the batteries I've got are pretty light. They're not like a lead acid battery. They're pretty light because they're like a bunch of little batteries inside of one battery that makes one battery. But that's what I have, and I bought like my inverter was what, $300. It's 1,500 watts, and then the MPPT charge controller, which you do want MPPT. Don't get the other one because they're just, it's dirty power. It'll screw up your appliances or whatever you're running it on. But if you could invest in like a Jackery or what's the other one called? Bluetti. Yeah, Bluetti's a good one. There's a couple. You can even go to like, I bought my batteries off of Temu. They were around $100 a piece. Still paying for those. Gotta pay down those credit cards now. But yeah, that's what and it cost me, let's see, so around 400 to 500 for the batteries, 300 for the inverter. I think my MPP charge controller was like $30, and then your cables or your wires. So around $1,000, but you have to put it all together. Now, if you buy like a plug and play one, like the Jackery, those are very user friendly. You're not always working on them. I'm constantly working on my solar power, but Yeah, around 1,000 if you shop properly. But I mean, you can get way up into the thousands, tens of thousands, depending on how big you want it. But you want a small little. I would say 200 amp hour one, or either one battery that's 200 amp hours. Like, what are you using it for? Just to like
Just
charge your stuff up in your computer? Yeah. Like, you're gonna charge if you're gonna have a fridge, I would say at least 4. If you want to leave it on all the time, you want at least 400 amp hours. If I could have 800 amp hours, I would. But I guess my system says the battery shouldn't be hooked up in more than a series of 4. So good thing I didn't order anymore. I couldn't, ran out of money or credit. But they are very helpful. Solar power is very helpful. You want that generator for like I'm using it right now so my batteries can charge on the solar so they can hopefully balance out. And so I'm using the gas generator right now, but gas generators, if you use them too much, they die.
especially
So I'm trying to use that as like when we need the air conditioner, like, middle of the day, afternoon, we use it a couple hours because it eats some gas. But yeah, it's a learning curve. What you want to find, hopefully, if you have like 1,000, find somebody that's already built one, and then you can just hook it up. But I'd say at least 200 amp hour
you
batteries.
can get a nice small plug and play.
The plug and play, they're not that well, you can go on like yesterday, Prime. Everything's like 60% off. So you might want to look on there and see if it's still 60% off for like the Jackery or Blue Eddy, or there's a bunch of different brands. They don't have to be the name brands like that, but you can get off brands too. But if you're just running your laptop and your phones, you only need about 200 amp hours. And a small fan. Yeah, we've got a small fan running right now, just to keep the air circulated. EcoFlow. Yeah. Who? Ambition Strikes. Oh, I think they do EcoFlow too. Oh, you're talking about the married couple? Chrome. He uses EcoFlow.
I think so. He was just saying.
Oh yeah, he just spent a bunch of money, but he's making a bunch of money,
Yeah.
so his system is awesome. He's got like what 400 amp hour batteries, big ones. Yeah, it's expensive, but the cool thing is the solar panels are going down. Even the batteries prices are starting to come down. I mean, you can even do it to start. You can just go see if, like, go to your nearest golf course and see if they have any batteries that they're selling. I think those are only 6 amp or 6 volt, but I'm not sure. You want to match everything up, like your inverter, your MPPT, charge controller. They all need to be 12 volt. If you're using 12 volt, if you're using 6 volt, you got to use 6 volt stuff. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm like, I could have ran with thicker wires, or for like the battery cables that connect to each other. I could have run 24 volt and just had 200 amp hours, but it pushes more power. Like, it wasn't, when we run the microwave off of it, the wires get hot going to the battery. So we had to stop doing that. Oh, you have a 6,000 watt inverter? Cool. So you're going to want like 100 amp charge controller. I don't know if you have that still or have that. But. Your ex does YouTube videos? Content creator? Yeah, it's almost time to put the air conditioner on again. It's getting hot.
Getting roasty toasty.
What is it? It's close to 90, I think.
Says it is
90. Yeah, it got hot earlier. We're gonna have to start compensating for that when it gets hot early in the morning, because it's coming. It's got to endure through the summer. If I can figure out who can deliver water to us, we'll have a pool here. Need to get one with a cover too, and one that kind of circulates water that has a pump. There was one that had a pump with it. I don't know if it had a cover, but those are the toughest. Those cold weather, hot weather. That's what I started with. I still have one that I bought in California, but it's losing it's about done. Like it'll work during the day, but it doesn't hold a charge. Oh, the switch. Yeah, that's cool. So you get that set up when you're running the truck or the van. When you're driving, it charges it up. What's up, Musan? He blocked you. Wow. You have to just start doing your own. People like the Nomad videos. Well, thank you for becoming a subscriber, Musan. Well, thank you, Tina. Doing a general one, right? Yeah, summers suck when you live in the desert. Indeed they do. We are doing live readings. They're mini readings. They're $10. You just have to, in the description, my link tree's in there. That's where you pay. Tina just paid for a reading, so we're going to give her a reading first. Trying to get the party started. Thank you, Tina. Always trying to have to ward off that negative energy, right? Okay, so first card is the Bells card. This is about deflecting that negativity, deflecting that negative energy coming through. Most of it isn't yours. It's like when you go out in public, it's like you pick up other people's emotions and fears. Just be aware of that. It's good to sage. It's good to cleanse. Like after you go out, you're around a lot of people, but it's just deflecting that fear. Then you got the Tree of Life, which is cool. This is manifestation or things starting to manifest for you. Like the seed has become a seedling, and it's just continuing to grow. That's cool because we did a new moon ceremony ritual a couple of weeks ago. So whatever you've been manifesting, it's starting to come into fruition. And then just be patient. Four-legged card is the endurance card, and it's also about your animal spirit or what animals coming around a lot. It could just be your dogs, your cats, giving you extra attention. They're trying to tell you something. For a dog, it would be like, don't be You don't have so many masters, right? Don't be so loyal that it becomes a crutch. And then Norma pulled the Star Seer. Yep, looking at things from a bigger picture, looking at it all at once instead of getting lost in the details, little details. It's more about big picture right now. The world and the universe is full of possibilities, and it all really depends on your imagination and what you can think of, and you can bring it into this world. There you go. Okay, Tina. Thank you. Tina Taylor. Thank you again, Tina Haas. Feel that a little better now. It was pointed down. Talking about a fan. Oops. You're very welcome, Tina. Looking for a job, eh? Well, may you get a job quickly that was something you like to do. Manifesting it for you, Musan. Welcome in, everybody. Saw a few of you just popped in, so thank you. It's quiet out there in internet land. Wednesday already. Dang. It just flies by. Yeah, you'll get something soon. Yeah, it's getting close time, but turn on the AC. I need to go get gas again, though. Been very hot there. That's been really hot here, too. I've been hanging up some of your shade cloth that you guys brought us. I hung up one, kind of built like a pallet fence with stakes in between it, like the T-posts or posts, so it stays up. I only got to 2 pallets and about, what is that, 48 inches wide? It goes across the courtyard. I got to put another one up. See if they handle the wind. It's going to be a test this next couple of days. It always gets windy around in the afternoon. Sometimes it's windy right off the bat in the early morning, but now it's just blowing hot air. No more cool air. Ooh, 97 in Texas with humidity. That sounds miserable. Better go find you a stream or some kind of pool.
It's 90 and dry here.
It's 90 and dry here, yeah. Yeah, I hope it works too. I bought a staple gun to put it up, like a heavy-duty staple gun. It's still standing. We had some wind yesterday.
Let's do a video of it.
Yeah, we could do that. Usually I need somebody's help. I don't have a, well, I guess I do have a tripod. My phone, if I don't have ice pack on it, it gets hot, overheats. Yeah, I just, well, where the awning was before, there's no awning there anymore, but the awning hardware or whatever you want to call it,
Take pictures of it.
that's where I'm connecting it. And then I'm pulling it down to like I said, that fence that I built. Yeah, it gets windy in the afternoon there too. Yeah. Somerville Lake. There you go. Go cool off. And just leave your wet clothes on. Actually, that's humidity, so probably won't dry very easily. And my stepdad, I just talked to him. He said it's hot out there. Hot and humid. I stayed in Texas for a few months in Houston. So southern Texas. That's where my niece is, or she's going to Galveston, I think. She's going to school there for her, what do you call that degree after you get your graduate?
Masters.
No. I mean,
Doctorate?
she's working on getting her doctorate, but there's graduate school, something like that. I don't know. I've never been to college, so I've worked at a college once. I'm frozen. There you go. You send him a picture. Let's see. And the dog garbage that they just got into.
Yeah, it does show garbage the dogs got it.
Yeah.
And there's also that.
Now I got a couple more pallets that are laying in the back behind there, so probably use those to make another one. I mean, it worked. It was tight. It's still pretty tight. I could put some of those tent posts from the tent that got blown up way by the wind. You guys brought Somerville's between Houston and Austin. It's hot. When it acts weird. The heat will make my phone like freeze up. The screen will freeze up. It does a lot of crazy crap to your phone. I think I'm going to Flagstaff here in the probably next week. My neighbor wants me to go with him. He's got to go check on a guy. He takes care of a guy, an elderly guy, and he had some complications. Called the ambulance, and they took him to Flagstaff. So he wants to go check in on him. So he asked me to do that. I said, "Yeah, I'll do it." He's been very helpful to us. So that's where you bought a dog, huh? Where in Austin or in Somerville? Never been to Austin. I'd love to go. I don't know now; it's like crowded, but they have a statue of my favorite guitar player, Stevie Ray Vaughan. It used to be just like a music town. Now it's like got crowded. That's where everybody moved from California. Not everybody, but a lot of Californians moved to Austin. In Somerville. Nice. Small world. Is it Somerville or Somerville? Probably Somerville. It's like there's a place called Prescott out here, but everybody calls it Prescott. No, it's Prescott. Utah has some weird names for their towns too. One that looks, it's spelled like hurricane, but you call it hurricane. A poodle. I only had one poodle in my life. It was like a little teacup poodle. When I was little, I still remember it though. What's her name? Don't remember her name. Princess? It might have been Princess. Oh, it's getting hot.
It is.
Somerville. I figured it was Somerville, but I wasn't sure. Yeah, my sister drives from Houston to Austin. Well, she did used to when she was going to school out there. Our daughter was going to school out there. My niece has got a boyfriend. Randy's kind of freaking out a little bit. It's like her first boyfriend, I think. And he's got long hair. I was joking with her, like, he's got serial killer vibes. Like, I'm just kidding. She's like, don't you say that. I was just kidding. Okay. Gizmo and Reefer. We had some little chihuahuas. Callie and Blue and Weenie. Like Winnie the Pooh, because she kind of looked like Winnie the Pooh when she was a puppy. Like a little miniature mini Winnie the Pooh. I like chihuahuas. They're aggressive little shits. Like Blue and Winnie weren't aggressive, just Callie. But she did get messed with by young kids when she was a puppy. So that probably had something to do with it. We went to get a couple cats, or at least one cat. No, farmer's market wasn't open, so I'll try it again some other time. I think we got plenty of animals for now. I want other animals, but
I think we need to get more
they're expensive.
other stuff first.
Infrastructure. Yeah, build like pens before we get into that stuff. Excuse me. Yeah, those are good. I've been drinking these. They're so good. They don't really taste anything like minerals, maybe, but Mineragua. They're good. They promote healthy, like they're good for your stomach. Yep, Yorkie and a golden retriever. How are they doing, Gina? There goes the yawn. Every time I go live, I get yawning. Sure, I ate a large plant, not all of it, but when I was a kid, nothing happened to me. My mom called poison control. They said, you should be all right. And I was, I think. Yeah, chihuahuas are cool dogs. Very loyal to the family. first time Norma met Callie, she growled at her, so Norma growled back at her. Moving like a puppy at 13. Good. Good to hear.
Right up, not that.
Yeah, she's crowding the space. I can't even put my feet up. Oh, watch out. I'm in the way. Thank you. Just stretch my legs. Well, I think we're going to sign off. It's pretty slow, so thank you, Tina. Thank you, everybody else, for being here. If you want a live reading or a personal reading, private reading, go to my website, www.psychicshaman333.com. There you can also join my Metaphysical Mystics class, which is an intuitive development class. You can sign up for that there. We hold every Sunday for the most part. We did it Monday because of Father's Day last week, but yeah, we do it once a week for about an hour. So if you're interested in something like that or tuning into your abilities even more, just find that Metaphysical Mystics page on my website. And yeah, everybody have a great day. We will talk to you soon. Thank you all for being here and hanging out. Have a good one.